Hi, I'm Trevor Conquergood. This is the second part of a two-part series about all the new features in Janome's Digitizer software for version 3. So if you have version 2 or earlier, this is an excellent video for you to watch. I've produced several DVD video guides that show exactly how to use all of the features of Digitizer software for version 3, and if you'd like to learn more about me and the videos that I've produced, please visit my website, sunsetstitches.com. Now, if you're ready to get going, I'm going to continue on showing you the new features in Digitizer version 3.
A new option in version 3 is the Florentine fill effect. And in this case, you can actually create a fill background that instead of having just one stitch direction, the stitches can go in multiple stitch directions in a very interesting sort of fluid looking effect. And I'll just show you how that works. I'll draw a rectangle and show you that normally the rectangle, if you selected it and chose reshape, would have one stitch direction for the background. Now what I'm going to do is choose to apply the Florentine effect, and you'll see right away that it gives me a curved background stitch direction, which I can change and I can add new points to and give any shape that you want. And here you've got an example of it with a full density background, and the first example was just simply one that I'd made using open density so that you could clearly see the Florentine fill effect. Version 3 offers several new types of line stitches in addition to the very cool new fill stitches that we just took a look at. So now we'll look at the new line stitches, and this is the line stitch tool here, and if I fly open that tool, you'll see that there's now several new options. The new ones are going to be the sculptured run line, candle wicking run line, the backstitch line, and the stem stitch line. And what I've got here on my screen is I took the word Janome and then used the offset object feature to create several new lines that went around it in that shadow effect that we looked at earlier in the video. Then I'm just going to zoom in really closely and show you that I chose each one of these lines, and I'll select this one here, ask for its object details, and show you that I changed that to be a backstitch line. And with the backstitch line, you had the ability to set the stitch length and the stitch thickness and the overlap. And over here we have the candle wicking line. This is of course a motive line. That's not necessarily something new. This is going to be the stem stitch line and the sculpture line. And so what I'm going to do is I'll make this embroidery design that I've got on my screen available from my website, sunsetstitches.com, for you to download. In fact, I'll make several of the designs that I do in this video available as free samples that you can download and see. So make sure you visit and download those designs and check out all of the new types of line stitches that are available. In version 3 of Digitizer, Janome's added a layout toolbar, and these are tools that were previously found in the Customizer program, and it's great because now we have them available for use with Digitizer. And what I've done is opened up a floral design that came with the program, and I'm just going to zoom out and show you that if I was to change to a larger embroidery hoop like the square hoop for the MC11000, drag a box and select that embroidery design, and I'm just going to move it down to the bottom of the hoop. Then I'm going to use the copy and mirror to circle option, and it's set right now for 4 copies, and I could adjust that up or down, but 4 copies is perfect for this example because it's going to take this design and copy it 4 times around a circle. And so you'll see right away that it's made a very sort of beautiful layout for me of this floral design in a circle. And another option would be if I just created a circle down here in the corner and then chose the copy to corners option, you'll see that it duplicates this object in all 4 of the corners. And again, if I choose apply, it'll finish by applying that object in each of the corners. So those are the layout tools that we used to find in Customizer, and they're now available in the Digitizer program. In this segment, I'm going to show you how to use the new combining feature for creating extra large embroidery projects. And what I'm going to do is just zoom out and show you here that I have 2 tools, and one's called Define My Work Area, and the other one is to show the work area. And if I choose to define the work area, I'm able to set either a rectangular shape or a circular shape, and I'll go ahead and make a circular shape, and I'm going to create a circular shape that's 500 millimeters. So we're going to create sort of like a little tablecloth idea here. And I'm going to set the color of my background shape to be a bright pink so that it's easily viewable. And when I click on this button, it'll turn that shape on. So you can see here that I've created a work area that's much larger than the embroidery hoop we have, and even if I was to choose the largest embroidery hoop we've got, it's still a larger area than the whole hoop. Now remember, I had the floral design that I had started with. If I was to say select that floral design and then move it out here to the edge of our tablecloth, sort of like we were going to wrap this floral design and duplicate it around this tablecloth, now what I'm going to do is I'll just zoom in close enough we can see. I'll use the copy and mirror to circle, and I've got it set now at 18, and so you can actually increase or decrease the number of times that it goes around your circle. Here it's 12. And I thought at 18 it looked like a nice number all the way around, so I used the check mark, and it applies that design all the way around that circle 18 times. But of course they don't fit in my embroidery hoop, and this is where I use the combine mode. So I'm going to turn combine mode on. And when I turn combine mode on, all of the other objects get turned off and made not available. And at this point, my main option is to add extra hoopings. So if I click add hoop, you'll see that I can move it over here, and I can move that box around until it fits around, let's say, 3 of those floral designs. And then I just keep adding new hoopings and going around and fitting them around another 3 flowers. And so I would just simply add as many hoopings as required to fit around all of those flowers. And if you need be, you could rotate the hoops to fit, even better, or to catch as many as possible. And you just keep adding as many hoopings as needed until all of the flowers or parts of your design have been created. And then I would be finished using the hoop mode, and I could go back to the designing mode. But just to show you exactly what I did, I'm going to bring up the file and the print preview option, and here we're going to see that if I was to take a close look, it'll show us that to complete this embroidery project, we would need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different hoopings. And with the printing options, you have the ability to print this to fit on one page, or print it at actual size and make a template for use. Include your cloth setter markings if you use a Janome cloth setter. Have it print the picture of the hoop on the screen, and many different options in the print options that are available. And anyways, that's what is all about using the new combine mode. Well, there's one last thing that I'd like to show you about Digitizer version 3, and it's actually a purchased upgrade to the program that you can get a new cross-stitch module. And this is just an example of a design that I created using this new cross-stitch module. And if you go ahead and purchase this extra add-on to Digitizer, then you'll find here that you have the ability to switch to cross-stitch mode. And then what happens is a whole new program opens up where you're able to create your own cross-stitch designs. And I've actually created a new DVD all about using this program as well. And maybe just to quickly show you, these are the different types of cross stitches that you can create. Full cross, 3/4 cross, half cross, 1/4 cross, upright cross, mini cross, double cross, French knot, and elongated crosses. And you can easily create borders and outlines around your shapes, and it'll automatically digitize designs for you. Or you could simply choose the pencil tool and choose a type of cross stitch and just zoom in and start clicking on the shapes to fill them in with colored cross stitches. And maybe I'll just use a different color, and you just choose the different types of cross stitch that you want to make, and you can fill in the squares. And you can draw shapes, and it'll fill those shapes in with your cross stitches. And it's a very easy to use program, and it's cross stitch is now an option for Digitizer program.
Well, we've reached the end of this video, and I sincerely hope that you learned a lot about what's new in Janome's Digitizer software for version 3. But if you'd like to learn more about the upgrade, or just find out about Janome's Digitizer software in general, I welcome you to visit your local Janome dealer, and I'm sure they'll be happy to give you a demonstration and help you with pricing and all the other information. I'd like to invite you to visit my website called sunsetstitches.com, where you can find out about me and the other videos that I've produced for learning about embroidery and Janome software. Once again, I really hope that you enjoyed the video and hope you had a great day. Bye-bye.